my name is Hanny Fernanto, and today in this video I'm gonna talk about the novel that I'm currently working on, titled Heaven's Door, Dune. So in this video I'm gonna talk about my planning for this novel that I'm currently working on. So without further ado, let's get right into the talk. So first thing first, I'm gonna talk about the characters. So I'm planning to divide the characters into 3 parts. So the first part is the main character. So the main character is a boy. He's still in school and his name is Jiwa. And the second one is like the anarchist kind of group that will eventually help Jiwa to realize that the world that he lived in is not that good anyway. So this group would be called the Black Shadow. And the third one is basically the the government or the regulators of the world that they live in. So there are 2 kind of regulator or governments of the world, because in this novel I'm planning to make the worlds divided into 2 parts, which I'm going to tell you later on in this video. So there are 2 types of the government. So the first one is the government where Jiwa lives. So the government is very strict there and all of that. And the second one is the government that the other part of the world has. So the government is basically like the same like we have in this world currently. So yes, those are the 3 parts of the characters that I'm planning to have in this novel. Next, I'm going to tell you about like the setting of the novel. So the setting is, we have a world where it is divided into 2. So the first one is called the Sector A and the second one is called Sector Z. So Jiwa and the Black Shadow is living in the part of the world called Sector Z. So this world is like very futuristic. They have like a very developed technology there. But the one thing that really not cool about this sector is that that world is regulated by a government that is super strict to their people. So the government believe that humans should not feel emotion, because they believe that the disease is actually the human's emotion. And Black Shadow here is absolutely against that. So the Black Shadow believe that people should have the freedom of doing what they want. And then the other world is actually the world, the Sector A. So Sector A is basically the world that we currently have, the world that we currently live in. So Sector A is basically just like what we have currently right now. Now moving on to the overall story. So I'm planning to make the story goes like this. So Jiwa, one day he met the Black Shadow. Not actually met, but he was kidnapped by the Black Shadow. So with that, he knows who the Black Shadow actually are, and he wants to learn about why exactly they are doing this. So the Black Shadow told him about the Sector A that Jiwa actually doesn't know, because the people that live in Sector Z actually only knows about the world being Sector Z without knowing that there is actually another part of the world. So with that, he got curious and he started to dive deep into what actual Sector A is. And with that, he fell in love with Sector A, because there humans are free to do what they want. Like your clothes doesn't need to be white, well here your clothes needs to be white and all of that. Like in Sector A, you're free to do anything. You're free to love music, for example. You're free to speak and all of that. So he becomes one of the member of the Black Shadow. He wants to join Black Shadow, and Black Shadow allows them. But then after that, he actually wants to go to the Sector A, not just because, you know, he is now hating Sector Z, but also because he wants to actually live in Sector A. Black Shadow actually guided him to like this kind of a door that leads to the sector A. And with that, he goes and lives to Sector A. And he, like, for a few days, he enjoys how his life is. Like, he enjoys like having like very colorful like clothes and all of that. But then he gets to know like his friends. He like obviously he loves his friend. He feel comfortable around his friends, his new friends. But then something made him realize about how awful is the government in the sector A. So actually, when his friend was sick, so his friend doesn't really have a lot of money, so he went to get help for like hospital or something. But then his friend was treated really badly by the staff from the hospital, and then it makes to the point where his friend is actually, you know, couldn't be helped anymore. So that actually made him realize like how bad the sector A is. Like, even though they are free to do anything, but the government doesn't really help you in any way. And he realized how bad that is, because back in sector Z, the government actually have provide you a lot of things, the things that you need, but here in sector A they don't really provide that. So that's why he realized that, oh, sector A isn't really that good, you know. So with that, he realized, and he wanted to come back to sector Z. Like, he realized it's okay to not have emotion, as long as I am, you know, treated as equal as any other people in the world that I live in. So that's how he come back to sector Z, and he give up his emotion, and he lives he continued to live as how he lived before, like a robot, like human. And so that is all about my story that I'm planning to have in this novel. And thank you for listening to me, and have a great day.